Mr. J has had the last 2 weeks off work and he goes back to work tomorrow. I'm really going to miss him. I've really enjoyed having him around all the time, and yeah, I wish that we could make small holding pay enough that we could both just be doing this all the time, because we work so well as a team, and we're quite good at giving each other some space as well, all of which you need to do. This morning I started tidying up the lavender in the shrubbery at the front garden. And what it's left me with is a bucket of very dry lavender, and I'm going to take it inside and get all those little dried flowers off and store them away for making lavender bags. And this afternoon, look, I'm pulling the trolley, so it's a bit noisy and a bit jerky. Sorry. I'll get off the there we go. Right, I'm off the gravel now, so it's a bit quieter and a little bit easier going. So this afternoon, Mr. J and I we've tackled one of those tasks that we need to do quarterly, if not more often, and that was to completely clear out all of the bedding from the chicken shed. And it's a bit of a stinky, smelly job. A lot better this time than it was last time, and I'm just about to get everything ready to refill it. Mr. J and I are both a bit surprised at the speed with which these ducklings seem to be growing up. I've just this moment fed them, so they're all busy stuffing their faces. But overnight they seem to go on from little yellow ducklings to quite pale, heading towards white to ducks. Oh. Taking the advice of lots of people who've very kindly helped me and talked about why I might have a stinky chicken shed, I'm going to put very much a mixed batch of bedding down, so it's different sizes and different materials, and I'm hoping that will prevent any unpleasant odours in the shed for the next few weeks. So I'm going to put some very coarse wood chippings, and then next to it there's some much finer chippings, and I'll put some of those in, and some compost from my compost heap, and some chopped rapeseed straw, and also some dry compost. And my hope is that this mixture will have a good range of particle sizes, and also be attractive enough for the chickens to want to scratch amongst. So there we go, their bedding is all sorted. So there are all those bits that I talked about, plus I've also put in some of the dried lavender, and these sticks will break down over time. The other thing we've done is this rail here used to be at a lower level and nobody sat on it, so we've fixed it higher up, and hopefully that will be more fun for them So they've got one up there, one there, and one next to it, and then this rail along here. And can you see at the back there, the tar paper that's on the shed has been ripped off. I didn't do this, Mr. J didn't do this. The chickens do it. The chickens seem to do it as a protest in the morning. They will pick at that paper and just have a bit of a grizzle. So obviously a boredom thing. A bit like a small child picking at the wallpaper in your house. So that's been it's been a bit of a mammoth task actually. It's probably only takes a couple of hours, but in the afternoons, while I'm a bit more achy than I am in the mornings, that feels like a long job. But the chickens, the chickens seem very happy. So we built a compost heap just here with 4 pallets, and now what I wanted the chickens to do with all their bedding when it was in the shed was to scratch through it, but they weren't interested in doing that. Now it's in a compost heap, they think it's fabulous. You've come up to join us as well, have you? Have you come up to join us as well? So I've actually put a plank of wood there as a ramp for them, and and that one's just kicking it on at the top. But they will turn it over, and I'm going to water it in the next couple of days. Put a top on it after the chickens have had a good look through it. And these are all the troublemakers on the top here. Troublemakers in the nicest sense, but if I had to name which girl's the naughtiest, it would probably be this bunch. Anyway, once they've had a good kick through it, I'm going to water it, put a cover over it, and then it will rot down nicely over the next few months. Well, I'm going to leave this lot to scratch through the bedding that's just come out of the shed that they didn't want to scratch through until we brought it out here. And I'm going to head inside and have a much needed cup of tea. I'm beginning to think that I am in need of a haircut because need I say more? So when I thought about this yesterday, I thought, right, I will text my hairdresser, and popped onto Facebook to get her phone number, only to see that, bless her, she is on honeymoon, and I can't think of a better reason not to get your hair cut than your hairdresser is on honeymoon. So Lindsay, congratulations. And I hope you'll both be incredibly happy. And when you're back, I need a haircut.